In this video, this is a part 3 of DGL assessment question. So this video will begin from questions number 36 to number 50. The paper has 50 questions. In part 1, I covered questions 1 to 20. In part 2, I covered questions 21 to number 35. Okay? If you have not watched paper 1, part 1 and part 2, you can go to the comment section and you see the link for part 1 and part 2. Therefore, this video begins from number 36. All right, we start. Number 36. Ava had 5 boxes. Each box weighs 800 grams. How many kilograms? How many kilograms? How many kilograms was this altogether? All right. So therefore, since there are 5 boxes and each one weighs 800 grams, we multiply it to get 40,000. Okay. That is a 5 times this is 40,000 grams. So this can be converted to kilogram by dividing it with 1,000, and that will give us 4 kg. Option A is correct. Let's go to question number 37. What is 3 squared? 3 squared means 3 multiplied by 3. And the correct option is option C. We go to question number 38. There were 27 children in a class. There were twice as many boys as girls. How many boys were there? So, if the boys were twice as girls, so the ratio of girls and boys is going to be girls is 1:2. So the total ratio is 3. Therefore, how many boys is what they asked us. So the boys has twice the number of girls. That is 2 over 3 multiplied by the total number of children. So 3 into 27, we go 9 times, and 9 times 2 is 18. So there are 18 boys in that class. Question number 39. What is 60% of 50? Just write 60 over 100 multiplied by 50 over 1. Cancel out the zeros and multiply 6 and 5 to get 30. So option E is correct. Let's go to question number 40. And it says, look at the diagram, multiples of 4 and then multiples of 3. Which of the following numbers could go into the shaded region? 9 is not a multiple of 4. 12 is a multiple of 4 and also a multiple of 3. So the correct answer is 12. Okay. 15 is not a multiple of 4. 16 is not a multiple of 3. And 18 is not a multiple of 4. So B is the correct option. Let's go to question number 41. And here we are given to sum 4.06 add 0.042. Okay, so this is 0, 2, we come down here. This is 10, move it here, then we have our point. That is 4.101. That is option D, correct. We go to question number 42. Question number 42. Which letter is pointing at a 1250? 1250. All right. The beginning number is 1200 and the ending number is 1400. So we are going to add the two of them. 1200 plus 1400. That is going to give us 2600. Okay. We divide it by 2 to know the center. And that means here is the center. That should be 13. Let's write it here, 1300. But we are interested in 1250. Therefore, we are going to add 1200 and 1300. That is 1200 plus 1300. Okay? So that 2 is going to give us 2500. We divide it also by 2. We divide it by 2, we get exactly what we are looking for. So the middle point between 1200 and 1300 is B. So this is now 1250. So the right option is option B. Okay. What did I do? I added 1200 plus 1400. It gave me 2600. I divided it by 2 to get the center of the number line. Then I added the center and the beginning to divide it by 2 to know the middle. So, and it gave me 1250, exactly the point we are looking for. And that is a option B. All right. We move to the next question, question number 43. Here they said 125 multiplied by 5 will give us 625. Now we are asked again 12.5 multiplied by 0.5. See what you do. You see, there is 5 here, there is a 12.125 is also here. So there is one decimal place here, there is one decimal place here. Just come to this 625 and move two decimal places backwards to get 6.25 because there is one decimal here and there is one decimal here, making our correct answer to be option D, 6.25. Let's go to question number 44. A crate holds 18 bottles. How many bottles are needed for 666 bottles? Division. Divide this by 18. Okay. So that is what we do. We can go by 6. Let's use 6. 6 here is 3. 6 into 66 will give us 111. Now we are dividing 111 by 3. And that will give us 37. So we need a 37 crates to hold 666 bottles. All right, let's go to question number 45. This chart shows the weather for 12 hours of on one day. All right. So what we can see here, since you say how many hours was it? Was it dry? Okay. It was dry where the sun shines. All right. Therefore, I can decide to draw something like this to make a logical meaning here. That means this side of the circle is divided into 3 places, and the rainy day took 2 places. Okay. Why the cloudy time is also the same thing. So we can simply say that the whole of the circle can be divided into 6 sections. And that means if we now do 12 divided by 6, that will give us 2. So each of them takes 2 hours. Therefore, a sunny day or the dry time is exactly 2 hours that it took. So the correct option is option A. By the time you have 2 hours in each of them, if you add it all, you get a total of 12 hours as given in the question. All right, moving forward to question number 46. Put the correct number in the box. All right. So if this is given to me, 27 times 99 is equal to 2,700 minus dash. I see. Okay, what we are going to do, I am going to replace this 99. I will replace this 99 with 100 minus 1 so that I will now get something like this. 27 multiplied by 100 minus 1. You see the reason why I want to do this? Because I will get 2,700 inside this idea, okay? When I now multiply the bracket with the 27, 27 multiplied by 100 will give me 2,700, and 27 multiplied by 1 will give me 27. Therefore, we can simply say that 27 multiplied by 99 is equivalent to and is equal to 2,700 minus 27. So in the box, the missing number is 27, which is option A. Let's go to question number 47. Here, this chart shows the proportion of children in a class who go to school using various forms of transport. There are no number along the y-axis. As you can see, the whole of this place, there is no number here, okay? But we know that there are 28 children. Very important information. That there are 28 children will help us. Therefore, if I look at this place, to count the number of people in cars, if here is 1, and here is 2, and here is 3, and here is 4, and here is 5, I can use it to estimate what the question has asked me to do. Say, which form of transport is taken by a total of 4 children? 4 children, okay. So now, since there are 28 of them, let's add them. This place, I have 1 person that is in this one. This place is 1 person. Here is 3. Here is a 5. Here is a what? Here is a 3. And here is 2. So let's add them. Starting from the beginning, I will add a 3 plus 5 plus 1 plus 3 again plus 2 So this is going to give me 5, 8. 8 plus 4 is 12, plus this is 14. So I get a total of 14. Since all the children are 28, 28 divided by 14 will give me exactly 2. So each block there is 2. So here will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Correct. Therefore, we can now estimate those whose their total is 4 children. And where do we have 4? See where we have 4. And which means the form of transport is those who walk to school. So the right answer is going to be option E, accurate. Next question is question number 48. The length of each edge of a cube was doubled. Oh, each edge of a cube, this is what we call cube. This is what we call cube, okay? So it has 6 faces and each edge is x, all right? Now, when it is doubled, it is now going to be 2x, all right? So here is x, here is x. Each edge, all the edges there, there are going to be 6 of them because a cube has 6 faces. Therefore, each edge is x. Now, when it is doubled, it will now be 2 times x, which is 2x. Now, but the volume of a cube is given, by length times length times length, which is x times x times x, and that is going to be x cubed. So when it is doubled, it is now going to be 2x multiplied by 2x multiplied by 2x. So what will I get here? 2 times 2 times 2 will give me 8x cubed. So let's compare the two. 8x cubed and the 8x cubed. So how many times? This has a coefficient of 1 and this has a coefficient of 8. So that is 8 times, okay, when it is doubled. Option E. Question number 49. Uh, excuse me. Question 49. George plays cricket and scores a run every time he runs the length of the cricket pitch. Now, his average score after 4 games is 23. Very important. Average score after 4 games. Total number divided by 4 games, the average score was 23. Okay, so that will then make us to get the total score, which is by cross multiplication. So if I do 4 multiplied by 23, I will get 92. So the total score for 4 games was 92. All right. After the fifth game, his average score is 21. Okay. So the total score when he plays 5 games divided by 5, the average was 21. Okay. So we can also do the same thing to know the total. That means that 5 multiplied by 21 will give us the value of x equal to 105, the total for 5 games. And the question say, how many runs did he score in the 50 game? So therefore, since when it is 5, the total is a 105, and when it was 4, the total is 92. So we do 105, subtract 92. Okay, so 105 subtract 92 is going to give us 13, which means in the 50 game, he scored 13 points. And 13 is option B, correct. The last but not the least, but remember, this video, if you are watching this part 3 of this 11 plus GL assessment mass entrance exam paper, remember I have part 1 and part 2. You can go to the comment section and see where I pinned the links for part 1 and part 2 so that you can use this to coach your children. Meanwhile, I am available for one-on-one coaching if you need a private lesson with your child. I'm available. You can reach me through my link in the channel or in the comment section. I have my link pinned there. Question number 50. The coordinates of the 4 vertices of a quadrilateral are given. Wow. So what do we do here? And they say, what is the shape? Let's see. Something is common here. B represent the coordinate on the y-axis. A. Okay, A is once here. Okay, but that is B plus 2 here and also b plus 2 here. So in that case, assuming that we have the coordinate points like this, and since that is bb, so b is at one point on the y-axis, okay? So, and that is also b plus 2 will be on the increase order. So let this place be b plus 2. All right. I also have a. Let this place be my a. Let this place be my a. And the a minus 3. So it will go to the left-hand side. Let this place be a minus 3, because if it is plus, I will put it in the positive side of x. Okay. Now, I have gotten this. Therefore, the first coordinate is b, a minus 3 comma b. So a minus 3 comma b, that is this point. The second coordinate is a. Look at a comma b. So that is this point. I have gotten this and this, the coordinate, the points. The next one is a minus 3. Look at it here. Then comma 2, comma b plus 2. That is this point. Okay. Now the next one is a also comma b plus 2. That is this point. So I'm done. I can simply draw this line like this. And if you look at it, you can agree with me that the shape is known, which is a rectangle. What does it mean? Since here is b and here is b plus 2, it means that the height here, or the width, is 2. Whereas from a to minus 3, should a minus 3 will give us 3. So that rectangle has a length 3 and a width 2. All right. This is where we end. I remain Tutor Cletus Okoli. If you need a one-on-one tutoring, see the link in the comment section.